Welcome to another edition of SparkCast. I am your host, Lee, and today is Sunday, April 12th, 2009. Of all the dietary habits that people find difficult to change, caffeine is one of the most challenging because it is so ingrained in the world around us, even to the point of addiction. Caffeine is known to have multiple adverse effects on weight loss. First of all, caffeine elevates stress hormones, cortisol, epinephrine, also known as adrenaline, and norepinephrine. These hormones are responsible for increased heart rate and blood pressure. Increased cortisol also leads to abdominal obesity. Increased stress leads us to overeat, gives us fat cravings, and increases our appetite. Anyone with insulin resistance should definitely stay away from caffeine at all costs. Caffeine ingestion contributes to insulin resistance and inhibits the body's natural ability to regulate glucose and insulin while responding to stress. While many of us feel that we need that little pick-me-up from a caffeine boost in the morning, drinking that morning coffee or midday soda risks keeping us up at night too. Caffeine has been linked to insomnia and irregular sleeping patterns, and we've all learned the importance of sleep in a healthy diet. Withdrawal symptoms can involve painful headaches, nausea, vomiting, loose stool, as well as depression, fatigue, and anxiety. So if this is true and caffeine is so bad for us, why is caffeine one of the most prevalent ingredients in weight loss supplements? Well, that's simple. Caffeine does increase your heart rate, and it might help you to burn a few more calories than you normally would. Initially, caffeine may decrease appetite, but after prolonged exposure, caffeine actually stimulates appetite, making you crave even more food than you otherwise would. Caffeine is also a diuretic, and diuretics urge your body to eliminate water. So you may be burning more calories with that caffeine, but at what cost? Your muscles need water to function properly. Your heart is already working hard enough during your workout, which leads me to this important point. Never mix caffeine and exercise. In fact, as much as you don't want to hear this, your best bet is to stay away from caffeine altogether. It's a big bully that pushes your friend water right out of the picture, leaving you high and dry. Believe it or not, water is the best thing to drink when it comes to a healthy body. Many people have no problem with this, but some feel like it's too boring, or it tastes bad, or have whatever reason that they don't like it. Let's say you're ready to take the plunge into a water-focused diet. What should you expect? Well, the first few days of the transition will test and refresh your body. You'll probably end up making frequent trips to the restroom as that crisp, clean water cycles through your system. Odds are you'll feel the withdrawal effects of caffeine mentioned earlier, and you won't get that same buzz as you would from a midday soda. Man, that doesn't sound like any fun at all. What's the point? Why is all this happening just by switching to water? What is really happening is that your body is relaxing out of that constant survival mode that it's been in since it's been processing caffeine. It takes a while, but this beautiful thing is happening to you. As you continue to give your body all the water it could ask for, it gets rid of what it doesn't need. It gets rid of the water that's been holding onto your ankles, your hips, your thighs, and maybe even around your belly. You're excreting much more than you realize. Your body figures it doesn't need to save these stores anymore. It's trusting that the water will keep coming, and if it does, eventually, this flushing of both the body and the potty will cease, allowing you to return to a normal life. Cutting out caffeine can sometimes feel like a very daunting task. One might be worried about how to fill that void during the day, or how to even get out of bed and function on a normal level without the caffeine. There are many options that give you the similar effects of coffee without the negative effects of caffeine. If it's the taste of coffee you love, just switch to a decaffeinated variety. Looking for the energy that comes from coffee? Decaffeinated green tea is one of the most popular substitutes because it still gives you that energy boost that you need and the nice warm feeling when you're drinking it. Plus, it's loaded with antioxidants, which our bodies use to stay at our healthiest. Any herbal tea can do the trick, and herbal teas nowadays come in a wide variety of flavors. All of these options are calorie-free until something is added to them. Of course, don't forget that out of everything you can drink, water is the healthiest option, so drink up. This has been another edition of SparkCast, and I'll see you next Sunday.